Minister Modi briefed the nation yesterday, and he said a lot of things. One of them was Operation Sindoor has been called the new normal in counter-terrorism. How do you see this?
Yes, in fact, whole world has seen and followed our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. In fact, I was crying when he was speaking because I am a soldier. The way he started, it did hurt everybody's sentiment. He first saluted to the bravery and heroism of our soldiers who really fought vehemently against, not against Pakistan, against terrorism and terrorist infrastructures. And he told of Sindoor, for of Sindoor, success of Sindoor, I really give the credit to my mothers and sisters. That is what he didn't forget. And he told, the whole world has seen how India has hit Pakistan. They knew what energy we had and what sorts of, uniqueness, the whole country united at that particular time when the operation was going on for 3 days, 8th, 9th and 10th. And we destroyed complete 9 of their terrorist infrastructures, not terrorist infrastructure, the university of infrastructure, that is what he told. And mostly all terrorists, they were moving freely. And more than 100, they were wiped out. And that is how they got a punishment. Of course, they were thinking to send a lot of drones and missiles to us, and they thought of taking action against our air bases. And again, the world has seen what type of air defense we had. All their missiles and drones, it had no effect, and 100% they were totally brought down. And we did hit Muridke, we did hit Bahabalpur, we did hit Rafiki, and most of the air bases, they were totally powdered. So not only this air defense which was used, they were S-400, they were our own production. It is homemade, Indian-made weapons. And then whatever weapons we have and whatever aircraft we have used also against Pakistan, they were our weapons, made in India. And that is how I want to tell the nation, not only my nation, but the world, what about our defense production. Our defense production is everywhere that is liked, and because it is exactly correct, and the way we did hit, we did hit exactly on the point. Exactly on the heart of Pakistan, exactly on the heart of those terrorist infrastructure and universities of terrorism. And Pakistan used to give us always a nuclear threat and nuclear threat. And that is what we knew. This nuclear threat they are giving us just to demoralize us. And now we don't bother. Our forces, they have shown their bravery, and we have hit them very badly. And that is how this Qasik Abdullah, the DGM of Pakistan, Qasik Abdullah, he rang up on 10th at 2 p.m. to our Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, our own DGMO, that we want to have a discussion with you, we want to finish and we to go for a ceasefire. The ceasefire request came from Pakistan because the way we massacred them, the whole world knew we have done it, and Sindoor was successful. So Abdullah had no other option, Munir had no other option, and Sahabaz had no other option than to come for a ceasefire. And they did it at 15:30 hours. The discussion took place, and by about 5 o'clock in the evening on 10th, that came into effect. But of course, same evening, some of the drones, of course not serious, they were seen on RS Pura, Samba and Udhampur, but they were driven away, they were brought down. I can only tell the air defense we had. It is really good, and we have used our own Air Defense Regiment, and particularly, he didn't mention what, but he praised our defense forces, particularly Army, Navy, Air Force, and also Border Security Force, because the way a lot of launching pads were demolished, and the way BSF also, they retaliated, credit goes to our defense forces. And he told Pakistan, the discussion now with Pakistan will be on terrorism and POK and nothing else. If they want to stop terrorism and proxy war, come forward for a discussion. And you come for a discussion on POK, nothing else. Now the discussion will be this. And by the way, if Pakistan again thinks, again plans, or Munir again plans, whatever, whether Munir or anybody else from the Pakistan army, they plan to hit us, again to do like this at Pahalgam or Mumbai or Pulwama, they will be hit very badly. And we are not going to have a business type of discussion with US. That also it mentioned. We don't need any business with US. That's a different issue altogether. But the request came from Abdullah, Lieutenant General Abdullah from Pakistan. It is okay. They came to know, and we knew their sites. We knew where the drones were there. We knew their missiles where they were stocked, and they were also bombarded. And that is how they came to their sense. They came to their sense, and Abdullah contacted General Ghai. And let us see. And I'm sure we are still alert. India's defense is still alert. Our weapons they are ready, and we are not standing down. Operation Sindoor is continuing, and as far as Indus-Sind project is concerned, Indus-Sind water is concerned, that has nothing to do with this. That will remain as it is, as we have promised. So we have given a task to Pakistan to adhere to what we are going to discuss, that is anti-terrorism, clearing the terrorist infrastructure, and to come forward for a discussion with POK and to remove the name POK and only Kashmir. And really he again saluted to our Jawans before closing it, and I think whole world has had it. Whole world has had it, and even our widows of Pahalgam, they also had it. And my salute to our Bir Jawans, those who lost lives, our 5 Bir Jawans, and I hope our Prime Minister, he could give the real threat to Pakistan in his speech, though indirectly he has given the warning to Pakistan, and he knew what in future what it will be there if they hit us. There will be a response, and the response will be definitely 10 times more. Pakistan will suffer badly.
Sir, talking about the second round of DGMO talks yesterday.
Yes.
You have previously you have said that Pakistan cannot be trusted and India should be vigilant for at least a month.
Yes.
But with India and Pakistan DGMOs agreeing to avoid aggressive action, is this a real step towards peace, or is this just a temporary pause?
Yes. As far as the ceasefire discussion between Lieutenant General Abdullah and Lieutenant General Ghai, our DGMO, both the DGMOs, definitely it's a good proposal. The proposal was accepted too. And I can tell you, we have seen the ceasefire violation on LOC, which was made in 2003. What has happened till 2025? We had hundreds and hundreds of violations made by Pakistan. Let's hope they stick to this, but our DGMO has made it very, very clear that if, however, there will be a proxy war, there will be another incident like Pahalgam or Pulwama or Mumbai or any terrorist attack in India, that will be taken as a war, and we will definitely retaliate very badly with Pakistan. And I am very sure, let's watch and see Pakistan, how they behave after this. I am very sure, like that of 2003 when ceasefire violation, I have every doubt on Pakistan army because they will not budge. Their only tactic is to have proxy war against India and to send trained jihadis to India to cause violence, more or less in Kashmir. So that may continue, but however, even if it continues also, we don't bother, because our defense forces and paramilitary forces, they are absolutely in readiness. We'll give them a befitting reply. And personally, I think we should not take Pakistan to be granted. He should not be, we should not think that it's okay, the ceasefire, it has been discussed and they have agreed to it, but time will tell.
Right.
Time will tell.
Right. So talking about terrorism in Pakistan, in a news channel recently, the
Yeah.
Pakistan Defense Minister, when he was asked about the presence of terrorists in Pakistan, he openly said that there is presence, but those people are not involved in terrorism. How do you see this?
Yeah, he agreed. He told that we were breeding terrorism. Khwaja Asif has already told, and that also we were doing for Western countries. We are being paid by Western countries. But however, those terrorists, they are not involved in this attack. And those terrorists they were not involved in any attack in India. So that is very clear what he has told, and he is very correct. Qasab did not belong to Pakistan. Mumbai attack was not done by Pakistan. Pulwama attack was not done by Pakistan. And here Saifullah of TRF commander who was there, who did Pahalgam issue, that was also not by Pakistan. Let them do. And Masood Azhar's training camp at Mahabalpur, they are also not terrorists. Lashkar-e-Toiba headquarters at Murid, where our Qasab was trained and Headley was trained, they are also not terrorists. So we will agree to them. They are not terrorists at all. They are very beautiful, good spokesmen, and they are really good citizens of Pakistan. Let us hope for the best, because our targets will remain as it is. Masood Azhar, Lakhvi, Salahuddin, and Saifullah, Munir, and Dawood Ibrahim, they will remain as our target. We have to take them.
So one last question. How do you view Donald Trump's claim that he stopped a nuclear conflict using trade pressure between India and Pakistan?
Yes, definitely before our DGMO's discussion and before General DGMO from Pakistan, he contacted the Lieutenant General Ghai. Donald Trump's statement came up that both India and Pakistan, they have agreed for a ceasefire. He has done from his side, and not only that, he agreed that we are going up. US is taking up opening business with Pakistan and India, and they are having also in Geneva a discussion with China also on tariff business. It's now going on. They are bringing down from 145% to 30%, and China is bringing down to 10%. That's a different issue altogether. But PM has made it clear that we don't, in fact, take into account this business partnership with any country. He had made it very clearly yesterday. So Donald Trump, he took all the credit. Not only that, he told, I am ready to mediate on Kashmir. He has spoken on that. Who is he as a third party for Kashmir? Kashmir has to be discussed between India and Pakistan, and POK also will be discussed between India and Pakistan. I hope what he has done to take the credit to enter into Pakistan, and he has a conflict. Of course, he had a conflict with China, but he is making it up because he's a businessman. Just see what is happening at Geneva. They are discussing now with China so that the tariff will continue. He is a businessman, complete business. He wants to take over India, the Indian market, so as also Pakistan market. He knows it pretty well that China is now covering Pakistan market. That is what he wants to penetrate. But we have to be very careful. We will go for the market as per our sweet will. He is nobody to tell us or force us that business only will be there with Pakistan. Why not with Russia? I think Mr. Putin is coming very soon to India. He's coming. And we are going to open S-500 production in India only. We are going to open up S-500 and very soon. And that is our business is our business. We are getting Rafale in 2028 to 2032, 26 Rafales will be coming. That's our business. That has nothing to do with Trump. We know USA pretty well. We have seen USA how they behaved in 1971. It is okay. They are having might and they are having economy, but we are not. India is now the fourth economically strongest country. Also, it is coming up. We may come to the third position any time. It is not that only we have to depend upon USA for as far as business is concerned. Let us hope for the best. And Donald Trump, he just wanted to take the credit. That's a different issue. He has shown, even he thought of taking the credit and closing this Ukraine and Russia conflict. He's helpless. He cannot do anything. And here also it is better for him not to interfere in Kashmir business. That is up to India, that is up to our Prime Minister, that is up to our defense forces, and we Indians will decide, not Mr. Trump.
Thank you.
Thank you.